Hey y'all, this is AL Fake Madame and Cinnamon Sugar. And as usual, like clockwork, the side heifer was right there. And if I were to just flip my camera, y'all would full on see the foolishness that I'm talking about. It is so random how that happens every single time. Anyway, y'all already know the drill. I am leaving work. I'm actually about to go to the car wash. I'm probably not going to be able to go to the car wash for the next 2 days. Um, yeah, like I was saying, I'm probably not going to be able to go to the car wash for the next 2 days because it's going to be raining, and that kind of defeats the purpose. And I know some people don't really care, but y'all, look, the construction part coming up. They doing some work today. This man, let me see if he stopped. Yeah, they really doing some work today, so he ain't have a chance to speak, but that's okay. That man fine. Ooh, child. Anyway, so every now and again I'll go, like if I'm gonna be off, I should be off on Wednesday and Thursday because nothing has kicked in yet for our new schedules. So yeah, they had me on there as a mistake as the breaker for Wednesday, and I just stopped somebody and asked them, am I supposed to wait until tomorrow? Because it's still a draft, but I felt like it was more than likely some kind of a mistake. And so they were like, oh, no, I can change it now. I was like, okay, cool. So when I come in tomorrow, it should be changed, and I shouldn't have to work over or anything like that. Y'all, the side heifer's partner been getting hit left and right having to stay over. Child. And I mean, if she hadn't have been coming in from yesterday through today, basically, I would have been the one getting hit. So yeah, I think everybody else who's above me is off today. So like I said, I would have gotten screwed, even though there are several people above me. One person is out. I don't know if he got COVID or what, like, but he's directly above me. My partner ain't here because he don't work no more until Tuesday. And he called out Saturday, like I told y'all before. So yeah, y'all. But everybody else, Monday through Friday is the side heifer. She took off. Forgot to tell y'all about that. Yesterday she took off, and the married man took off too. Normally he will work every single day of the week happily, and so he took off so they could be paid up together. I just cannot. I'm just like, please stop the foolishness. Because that's what it is. I really can't. It's so stupid. But anyway, let me tell y'all about what happened today. Okay, y'all. So I was supposed to be the breaker today. Side Heifers Department is not operational. Will not be operational until like tomorrow. At least for us. They might be in there right now trying to set it up. But it is what it is. I ain't had nothing to do with it. Which means that was one less group of people that I was going to have to break out. Well, I'm breaking literally the first person out. And then, old boy that I told y'all about, who's new, who we are on the PlayStation Network together. Oh, yeah, let me get all the way over. PlayStation Network, as friends on there or whatever. And so, I'm like, why he over here? I was trying to figure out what in the world he was over here for. First of all, before I even get to that, I had my radio on scan all. When I'm the breaker, I typically do that. And depending on if certain people are okay, I'll just have it set to the area that I'm in at the moment. So yeah, I had it on scan all. And so I had left and I went to go and cool off, and I had other stuff I had to do before I came back upstairs. And tell me why they done set it off. They cannot keep up in our department. Keep in mind, the two people who are over there are both new, but it's their department as well. It's not just my department. It's their department as well. So y'all, I'm just like, oh my gosh, this don't make no sense. Them people had to shut stuff down. Could you get over? What's going on here? Y'all, I'm sorry. These people just be doing ignorant stuff. So I'm just like, okay. And I was just like, I'm not finna rush to their aid. I'm not doing it. And so they kept calling for them. And then my supervisor got on the radio and was like, well, it's a waste of your time calling them. They ain't got no radio. And I was like, thank God. Because I thought he was going to get on there and be like, oh, let's see if she, will pick up and he was gonna call me, and he didn't. I was like, yes, I'm so glad he didn't call me. I didn't know what to do. I was taking me like a little mini break because I had to prepare myself, because if everything would have gone the way that it was supposed to go, I would have had to go and do the most hated task the last 2 hours of the day, and somehow fit my last break in between all that. But yeah, I really hate it. And I mean, because of the people who were over there, it wouldn't have been bad like that, but at the same time, I still don't like doing the task. So it's like, nah. So anyway, like I said, I'm breaking the first person out in the most hated department, and in the middle of me breaking them out, old boy come over there and he was like, I'm leaving. And I'm like, okay. So I'm thinking, I was like, what's wrong? What's going on? And so he was like, I got an emergency. I was like, what's going on? What is it? He was like, I'd rather not say. It's personal. I was like, okay. Now I'm thinking that he talking about he want to leave, because there have been times where somebody will irk your nerves so bad because they are so trash at what they are supposed to be doing that they working the mule out of you, and it's like, what you're not finna do is break my mental. So let me go home before I go off. So I figured that was what it was gonna be. But he just said it was personal. If you come back tomorrow, I'm gonna ask him. Well, I'm debating on if I'm gonna ask him, because I had to think about it. I was like, well, I don't know him like that yet. But with other people in there, everybody else that I've known, I know what they be doing. If they talking about, oh, I'm sick, I already know they lying. You ain't sick. Like, I already be knowing what it's hitting for. So it ain't never finna be none of that. So whatever. Anyway, but with him, I don't know him like that, so I don't know what it really could be. So I'm like, well, let me just hold off. And if you come tomorrow, if he's up to telling me, I will, see what it's hitting for. But it just depends on how I feel. Either I'm going to ask him, or he'll just tell me. Why do they keep blocking this off? So yeah, y'all, I don't know what's going on with that situation, but he might tell me tomorrow.
Thank you for your business. We look forward to
see, this one don't like coming to this one. This particular sign, they don't ever put the stuff in there, so I don't get a receipt. And see, I believe in getting money every single way I can, especially for the free or for the discount, because what you're not finna do is this. See, I do fetch rewards and all kinds of stuff like that. I have so many points right now, I could actually go and get all kinds of random free stuff. But I'm just like, y'all just, I want my receipt. I don't like going to that one because ain't no receipt printing off. So anyway, y'all, my bad. Anyway, tomorrow I'm going to ask him, boy, why would you have the foams on? Y'all, I'm sorry. Anybody who's a sneakerhead, I'm not a sneakerhead, but I see what this boy got on. Y'all, I want to whoop this camera. Oh, I should have whooped the camera around when I had the great visual. He got foams on. And they are like, they're Nike foams. And they are like special color customization. Oh, okay. And I'm like, sir, you done did the most. Why would you do that? Like, why would you do that? Thank you. You wouldn't wear that. Like, all this water and stuff is setting it off over here. So I'm like, sir, ain't no way. All this soap and stuff. So, it is what it is. He getting up under the undercarriage thing, so I ain't mad. Anyway, y'all, so I'm trying to figure out what in the world wrong with him that he had to leave. So I thought about it. I was like, well, maybe something is going on with his parents or something. We haven't talked about personal stuff like that just yet, so I don't know if that's what the situation is. So I don't know. If he's up to it, I'll see if he'll tell me tomorrow. So yeah, y'all. So I get over there and he's left a mess. I can't, when I do what I do, I cannot work in conditions like that. It was a situation where I was going to be behind, and it was just a lot of like random stuff. I'm just like, I don't like it. I had to pull stuff, I pushed stuff, I had to do all kinds of stuff. Then when I got over there, okay, like I told y'all before, we have paperwork that we have to fill out at the beginning of each shift when we get to our designated areas, because there are certain resources that we need throughout the day. Tell me why this man ordered stuff that was not needed. I had to tell somebody to come and get one of the 4 that were placed up there and I had to find and create a place to put the other stuff. It wasn't even needed. We're not using none of that stuff. I was like, I'm reading the schedule just like he should have been reading. I just walked down the aisle and I did my own personal assessment, which is basically what we do every day to see, how much we should kind of guesstimate around the amount of things that we would need throughout the day. We didn't need we didn't need nothing at all. When there were like 3 different things we would have normally needed, we needed nothing. That's how much stuff was already up there. And I'm like, you already got the stuff up here. Why would you sit up here and order all this crap? I was so tired in my spirit. I was like, nope. So I ended up having to call people, tell them, hey, tell this person they ain't got to bring me nothing else for the rest of the day. I don't know why he ordered all this crap. Like, his name on the paperwork, so can't nobody sit up there and be like, oh, wow, this crap up here. I was waiting on the person that's like over that department to come over, because sometimes he'll come up there like he's fed up with how the ordering process has been with a lot of the people that have come in. They don't know what they're doing. They under order, over order, and it's ridiculous. So I'm like, I don't know what to tell y'all, but y'all ain't finna blame me for nothing. That's what I know, because my name ain't on the paperwork. I didn't do the order. So anyway, that happened. So instead of me going to break at the normal time I go, I just went on ahead 30 minutes later, because the person even came up to me and was like, hey, are you gonna go to break? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm just trying to get everything squared away first. And then I had something I had to do. Like, something came up that is a part of the job description. I knew it was gonna happen. I called ahead to ask them, was it time, or when did I need to do it? I should go over there right now. You know what? Oh, I should have went over there. Ain't nobody at the Jiffy Lube right now, and the divorce man told me that you can go over there and get all of your fluids and stuff topped off as often as you want to after you've already had services paid through them or whatever, paid to them. All right now. So wasn't nobody over there. That's the one time I ain't never seen where ain't nobody over there. But anyway, I'm trying to get to the house, y'all. It's supposed to start raining within the next couple of hours, and I'm trying to be at the house and snowed up doing nothing, like hopefully sleeping. Y'all, the neighbors above me have been trying it lately. I have not been getting sleep. I've been getting less and less sleep every day, and it's been to the point where they've been getting louder and louder, and I'm like, I've already had to tell the landlord once before to get on to y'all about that, because I actually have to work, and even if I ain't gotta work, it's ridiculous. I sent her a little sound bite to let her hear what's going on. I'm talking about they dragging stuff across the floor. They throwing stuff on the floor. They stomping on the floor. They running back and forth. They yelling and screaming. Got a whole playground within walking distance, meaning less than 2 minutes, just right behind where we live. And it's for the neighborhood. It's not like, oh, it's another area, and if you live in this building, you're the only people who can use it. No, everybody in the neighborhood's children can play at that little playground. They have like little cookouts and everything over there. I just don't want to go over there because it's not big enough for me to do the stuff I got to do. Because if I'm gonna go to a park, I want it to be a real park. It's literally just something sitting there, so it's in the neighborhood, because there are a lot of kids that live over here, and I always thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, I'm like, the sun is still up. Like, I looked at the time. Keep in mind, hours had already gone by when this was going on. By the time I look at the time, it's 7 something. Y'all, I normally go to sleep between the earliest, I got to be dog tired to go at 2. But the earliest I like to go is like 4 p.m. Because I want to at least get 8 hours before. Yeah, I like to get 5. I want to get 6 to 8 hours. I be wanting to get 8. I usually can get my good 8. Man, I'm talking about I ain't go to bed until after 8. That means I ain't get but 3 hours of sleep before I had to really get up and go to work. And I'm like, this don't make, like, it was so noisy that I went on ahead and took my shower and all that. Because it's like, at this point, am I even going to get any rest? Like, come on now, get your dumb behind on. This heifer speeding by me and veering over into the lane that I'm in. See, this is why. Get your dumb behind on. I can't stand ignorant people that don't know how to drive. Y'all, my bad. So anyway, yeah, I had to deal with that. She hasn't responded. She still ain't came over here or sent anybody over to fix the wiring for the dryer. So I'm gonna have to use my day off to go up there and dry my clothes again. Like, I shouldn't have to do that. That's why I bought a washer and a dryer, because there was a washer and dryer hookup. So yeah, y'all. Anyway, back to what was going on at work. I'm sorry, I had to throw that in there because I was gonna forget. So, old boy that left, I don't know what for. Tell me why. The Lord be knowing. So I already haven't had sleep, right? I'm already tired, and I'm like, please don't let these people try me. Talking about I gotta work over because ain't nobody there. Like, please don't do this. Ended up not having to work over. Great. Well, everything in the world going wrong in the back where the married man work. My buddy that I told y'all about, who I think he's married, he's a maintenance man, mechanic or whatever, right? Stuff was tore up so bad, stuff kept breaking so bad that I didn't know this man was there. I think he's been at work all week. I have not laid eyes on this man. If nothing else, I would at least see him walk out the door, and then I'd be like, oh, well, you were here, and I'll at least get to speak in that way. I haven't even laid eyes on this man. Something popped off yesterday when I was over there, and usually, hold on, is that a police officer or no? Usually, he'll come up there and fix it real quick because he knows what to do. It's something that I cannot access, and it's something that I cannot fix. I asked him one day to show me what it was doing because I knew it was something that I couldn't fix, but I wanted to know what it was actually doing. That's why when I was telling y'all before about feeling some type of way because it wasn't a hands-on experience with my daddy showing me how to change out the ignition coils and heater coils and the spark plugs, but I had to do it via FaceTime. I'm just the type of, I really want to know, like, why is this happening, so I can know next time, especially if it's something that I can fix myself. Like, even though they get paid a decent amount of money, like a really great amount of money, I still want to know what is going on, and if it's something that I can do on my own, I want to be able to fix it. So I asked him if he would show me. He was like, oh yeah, sure. So he showed me, and it makes sense, and I already knew what it was, but I don't know what to do. I can't do it. A maintenance person literally has to be the one to do this thing. Y'all, tell me why that particular part of my department was shut down for like almost the rest of the day, when it would have taken maybe 10-15 minutes for it to be fixed, like from the time you get up there until the time you're finished. I was like, oh my gosh. So then the people below me kept calling me, asking me, was maintenance still up there? You know, was it available? Was it gonna run? Was it operational? All this stuff. And eventually I told them, I was like, yeah, maintenance up there. Yeah, maintenance up there every time. And I was like, well, I know what the issue is, and it's something that I cannot fix. And I asked them, was that particular person there? Because he is the one who normally comes up there and fixes it within 10-15 minutes. And so they were muffled when they came back, and I was just like, I'm not even gonna ask again, so whatever. And he never came, but there are times they really do hold this man hostage in other departments doing stuff, or in the back doing stuff. So I was like, dang, if he is here, well, I'm not gonna get to, see him to be able to have like little small talk. And 99% of the time we be talking about work and stuff that's going on. Like he's one of those people who likes to talk about the work he's doing. And so stuff like that is interesting to me. So that's another reason why a lot of people think I'm weird and stuff like that. It ain't got nothing to do with me. It's not something that I'm gonna ever have to use, but it is very interesting to me. So, you know what I'm saying? I really will stand there and listen to him talk. People be thinking that something going on. I'm like, it's really not. Like, I can't stand the fact that anytime somebody say, hey, buy anything to me, somebody thinks somebody's screwing. It just irks my soul. So anyway, I ain't even get to see him. Didn't know if he's been at work. I didn't know if he took off. I didn't know what's been going on, because I hadn't even heard nobody say his name over the radio, because it's to the point where they live for him. So people will like flat out be like, just call his name. I was about to say his name. That's why I had to pause. They'll call this man name over the radio and then wait for him to respond. And then they'll be like, can you come over to this spot and do this, that, and the other? And then he'll go. I hadn't even heard that until today. So he's been in the same spot in my department trying to fix something all day. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. I didn't even know this man was here. Only reason why I know he here is because they knew he was the one that if it was going to get fixed, he needed to be the one over there fixing on it. So he been trying to fix on that all day. Something keep breaking. Random stuff kept breaking. He had to stop fixing on that to fix another part. The most vital part of our department. Something got broken. Oh my gosh. He had to stop everything he was doing to go fix that. So they finally got that back up and operational. I was like, oh my gosh, this don't make no sense. But the good part about it for me is that I didn't really have to do any work today. After all of that, because I was gonna be dirty and tired, and to me, I smell like work after I've been at work and I do the most hated task. Everybody else still be smelling the perfume and the body butters that I apply. I don't know how, but to me, I don't be smelling like none of that at all. So I'm like, well, I'm thankful that y'all smell it, but I be feeling like, one thing I know for sure is that I'm not musty. Shout out to playpits.com every single time. And you can get it at Target now as well. Y'all need to hit up Playpits. I use Queen and only Queen. And I need to think about it, because the next time I go into Target, I want to smell one of the original fragrances, if you will, of Playpits deodorants. It's a black-owned business, y'all. Support black-owned businesses. The one that I want to try, the one that I've always been curious to try, is called Sugar. And it's the citrus aspect of all of them that throw me off, because I'm not always here, or I'm almost never here for anything with a citrus situation added to it, or it has to be a very unique situation. So I'm like, grapefruit, lemon, know about all that. So yeah, but I wear Queen every single day. That's what I wear, and I smell like absolutely nothing under my arms, and I live for that. If you knew my story, if you ever saw the video that I uploaded when I did the black-owned business spotlight on Playpits, that's it right there. Y'all don't understand the tears that came to my eyes. Anyway, so yeah, y'all, I'm just glad that I didn't have to do nothing. As I've already told y'all before, I have moments where my hand be trying me, and I ran into the one of the in-house nurses. She was coming in when I was, about to start being on my way out within an hour of me seeing her. So she told me that I needed to continue doing the therapy exercises and icing my hand and all that stuff. But I told her it's crazy because that stuff only happens when I'm at work. Like, I legit forget that I suffered an injury a month ago, until random moments where I'll be in the middle of doing something and then it'll just happen. I'm like, oh my gosh, like the pain will be killing me, but it's nothing like that day. Like, the pain is the exact same, but I can still lift stuff. I don't know. It's like residual, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, it's just overwhelming sometimes, and I just wanted to ask her, what is it that I need to do, because I don't want to be out here hurting and I ain't gotta be, if it's something else I could do. And I might actually have to go see her again because she might have to assess me. Hopefully I won't have to end up getting no FMLA situation and just sitting out, not doing nothing, and just consistently working on my hand, because I legit don't feel no issues going on with me until I'm doing the most random things at work that you wouldn't even think would affect that. So I just be like, what in the world? So yeah, y'all. But yeah, I had a great day. Didn't have no issues. The side heifer was there, but she was in the new department, so I didn't have to see her. I literally saw her for the first time when I just said what I said to y'all at the beginning of this video, when she was walking out and had crossed the street so that she can go through the parking lot and get to her truck. So yeah, but it was funny because I saw her at the corner of my eye, and then when I looked up, she was looking all in my car. I'm like, girl, girl, it has to stop. I feel like I'm leaving something out and I don't know what it is. So, in the meantime, in between time, If I remember, I'll come back and tell y'all about it another day. But I'm at the house. I'm about to go inside. I'm going to try to watch the reunion special of Married to Medicine, of Love and Marriage DC. Y'all, I tried to watch it the other day, and I don't know what it was. I was just like, I can't do it. Like, I don't even think I got through the first little segment. I kept turning it off. I don't know what it is. And then people who normally don't set it off and put their reviews up of it, they were setting it off and was putting it up. I'm like, well, was it good or something? What happened? So yeah, y'all, I don't know. Oh, well, one of the things that did happen today was that I was minding my business, and the young dude that I told y'all about who has 2 kids, who be texting me all the time, he came to work today. And so he was texting me and saying a little slick stuff. Child, he said some of the most random stuff to me today. He was talking about things he would want to do with me, things that he would do to me. Of course, eventually he was going to say something sexual. I was waiting. And I was like, yeah, you must be talking to somebody else because you ain't talking to me. You'll be and got your feelings hurt. These people don't be understanding. People don't understand. That is why I laugh when people say anything to me, because I'm like, baby, you just don't understand who I am and what I like and the level that I'm on. You don't understand. It takes a whole lot for me to say I am at least 85 and higher % satisfied in that department. I don't understand why they don't understand, but they just be so confident. I'm like, yeah, no. You don't even understand the foolishness that I have endured, and I'm just like, all of that. You said all of that, and it equaled up to absolutely nothing. Oh, okay. Child, I ain't got time for it. But yeah, he kept saying a little outside of that. He keep on trying to act like he gonna hear me up. He tried to hear me up yesterday though, y'all. It was so funny. I had to run a little bit. I had to run away a little bit because even though he's not a twig, he ain't big either, but he tall. So it's like he had I don't even know why I can't even think of how to say the word correctly. And I love science, but it's something force. Y'all know what it is. If I get off of here and think about it, I don't know why I can't pronounce it in my mind. It's like it's jumbled up in my mind right now. I can't even pronounce it. But anyway, I feel like that's what he would have over me, and somehow the calculations wouldn't add up the way they needed to, and then I wouldn't be able to sling him across the room like I'm telling him that I would do because of all of that. I feel like it would be a lot of stuff going on, and so yeah. But yeah, I playfully tell people, like I told y'all before, that I'm a G and all this other stuff, and so like I love telling him stuff like that because it gets him riled up. And so he gonna ask me, well, what are you doing besides getting on my nerves? And I was like, nothing. And I was legit, like I took a picture of me sitting down. I took a picture of what was my thighs, my lower legs, and my feet crossed, at the ankles, right? I was like, nothing. I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do. That's all. That's my job, is to get on your nerves. But that's all I did today. I paid attention to everything I was supposed to do. They didn't have to call me for nothing else. There's just certain things that they have to call us about because it's something that we're supposed to do, and we won't know unless they notify us. I did that. Y'all, the atmosphere went from I'm mad because we had to do all of this and shut the whole department down because of them, to me coming over there. And then I announced that I was over there, and if they need to call for something to happen up there, that they can do that because I have a radio. I would be the only one over there that had a radio. So when they did call, they just called for that. And usually I apparently convey my messages a certain way, and everybody live for it. Like, people really be setting it off. Like, they will be over the radio and be like, I really appreciate the way that you're communicating with me. I'll be looking like, why is this not normal for everybody else? But, I appreciate it. I ain't mad. I ain't gonna, complain. So, yeah. But, yeah, everybody was pleased and thank you. And it was really pleasant. So anyway, y'all, I had a great day. Hopefully y'all are having a great start to y'all's work week. Tomorrow is my Friday. Ow! Anyway, I'll be back later on. Talk to y'all later. Bye.